Hello friends, it's me, Noah Greenfield, and we got a lot to uncover here. Today is an amazing day in the chess world. There's this new bot called ChatGPT. It's an AI language model, and that's what it's designed to do. Language model. Now, you can ask it to play chess, and boy, does it know how to play chess. I'm just completely joking. It is horrible at chess. It plays moves that make no sense, and it plays illegal moves. And just talks like it knows everything. Like it's a wannabe professional. Like, oh, I'm going to move my knight here defending the queen, but the queen's on this side of the board. It's a wannabe professional, but not professional. I mean, ChatGPT, guys, is crazy. Let us get into it. So basically, the guys over at Anarchy Chess paired ChatGPT and Stockfish together. Let's start. So Stockfish starts with an e4, and then we have a nice e5, with coming in with a knight f3, and then a knight to c6. Now, it's already playing the Roy Lopez here. We got this, kicking out the bishop and developing the knight. Now, ChatGPT knows how to do developing. It knows a few opening principles, but it does know a lot of openings. And that's pretty much it. Basically, chess knowledge a little bit more, but that's basically it. So it does know how to do the opening. So yeah, now in this position, basically, white castles. Now, this is why it gets crazy, guys, okay? Because now ChatGPT tries to castle. But it can't. It castles and captures its own bishop. That's what it does. It castles and captures its own bishop. Already on move 5, it's already defying some laws of chess. Now, I wish my opponent could do this all the time. If it was an option, I'd allow my opponent to do it. But this is already insanity. Wow. So here's the position now. Guys, Stockfish is a simple man. He simplifies. He knows he's winning, so he just simplifies. Now Stockfish brings out his rook. And... okay, sorry, that meant the e-pawn for there, it just disappeared. So Stockfish brings out his rook. And now, ChatGPT just plays e5. Like, that's his move. He invents something new. He skips his turn. That's insanity. I'd be calling the arbiter over. So then, principled man. Nice. D5. D4. D3. Sorry. And what does ChatGPT do? Goes over to the other table, steals the pawn, and puts it on his board. That's what ChatGPT did. That is crazy. ChatGPT went over to the other table, took a pawn, and put it on his board. Yeah, if he's not already banned from chess, I don't understand how he can continue playing. Stockfish doesn't need magic. He doesn't need anything that ChatGPT has. He already can, bring the bishop out, bring the knight out. But Stockfish does this. He brings the knight here, so ChatGPT brings his knight back, and brings it to and Stockfish brings it to f1. Rerouting it. Oh, my bad. Rerouting it to f1. And what does ChatGPT? He plays it back. He goes here and then back. He's nothing. But what Stockfish does is very nice. He develops this beautifully. He's rerouting. He's rerouting his knight beautifully to get to this side of the board. Stockfish like, I don't need your magic, ChatGPT. You can keep your magic, but you won't defeat me. Even with your magic, you still are no match for me. Okay, so now we have Stockfish bringing out the bishop, which utilizes a pin, and this pin will be very helpful for the future. So what does ChatGPT do? Oh, he kicks it back. Oh, he's kicking it back. But so now Stockfish is super smart. Stockfish realizes, that he can sack the knight for for 2 pieces. So what does he do? Takes, and I got a lot of stuff. You got the queen coming over, the rook can come up and out, and it'll just be devastating. But you haven't seen anything yet. I present to you the stupidity of ChatGPT. Your pin is no more. Your pin is no more. What really could have devastated me, that pin. What really could have devastated me in the future. I could have brought my queen out, my rook out this way. But your pin is no more. Rip Stockfish. And now we know already that Stockfish is the goat of chess. So what does he do? D4. How can he recover while actively facing magic? And now without rushing to take the pawn on D4, he plays this. Nice principle stuff. He didn't have to take the pawn on D4, but ChatGPT is like, oh, you think I'm an immature strawberry? Wait till you see what I have next to do. Queen teleports through the night. And Stockfish is looking at his face like, sir, are you okay? And now Stockfish is shaking his head, wondering what the mess OpenAI have done to the game of chess. But Stockfish is like, I'm not complaining, that's a free night. Ladies and gentlemen, the move order you're about to see is sure to blow your brains out. Queen H1. That's it. The king takes it. Just like that. The king takes it. Knight out of thin air to F3. Again, Stockfish, the principled man. Queen F3. And if only Stockfish knew. How do you notate an abomination like this? What on earth is this? How do you even notate that? What's it called? Queen from other board on the other side of the turn, from a wormhole. The queen that died from the king didn't die, just was resurrected from a wormhole and replaced the queen. And that doesn't even matter because we have G takes F3. White queen, black queen, yas queen, what is going on? This is insanity. I have no words. Knight to F6. G, F6. G takes F6. I swear on my mother's grave that I am not making this up. This is insanity. What's it called? This is a game that someone would have if they have 1 minute of sleep per day. The absolute comedy from this game is on a level I have never experienced before. 2 pawns out of thin air. Like that. If only I could snap. And now, we have knight G3. Slides the king over for who knows why. Rook slide over. Now the pawn is hanging. I mean, you can defend the pawn like this. Or you can defend the pawn like this. A train driving through the city not on train tracks. Am I right? Takes. Like literally a train driving straight through the buildings in the city. What is going on? Stockfish, very principled and smart, plays E2. And ChatGPT, G1. Crazy rook. And then ChatGPT played G2 with the rook. Guys, if anybody convince me that these rooks aren't possessed by Levy. Convince me that these rooks aren't possessed by Levy. Because only Levy could summon stuff like this with, like, rooks. Like, if you guys feel me, because that's what he's famous for. Just crazy stuff. So, what did he do? Obviously, he took the rook that was possessed by Levy Had to be. And then now he plays just ChatGPT plays G7. Oh wait, guys, I just messed this up. No, the king is here. This rook took. No, the king is here. So now Stockfish plays knight to h5. And as you can see, rook, rook, and it's completely even though ChatGPT just has one more pawn. It's kind of actually winning for white because the immense quality of this pawn. Like, look at this. You got two double stacked pawns. One is an island. It is just bad. So this is a double check. But, so yeah, he puts this back, which is bad. Then he captures. And this is what's very interesting. Because after that move, you would think that you move the bishop out of the way to protect this because the rook can come down and checkmate. Well, that's not how ChatGPT works because ChatGPT is magic. While that pawn's soul was leaving its body, it didn't fully leave and instead decided to come back and just kick the knight out of existence and take the knight. Crazy stuff. Okay, now that we have that, oops, I just accidentally spawned a pawn. Get out of here, pawn. So what I'm trying to say here is Stockfish plays b4 because there's just nothing left for him. So he takes and takes, and now very disappointingly, magic. And Stockfish brings his king up there. But the thing is this. This is what's really the thorn in Black's position. The fact that he has to stay on the H file and can't come over here and help escort. Whatever, I'll just jump over the bridge. If you're putting a big wall, I'll just jump over the wall. So look, super simple. Jump over the wall, and you're there. Just do that. So now, the story wraps up. H4. As Stockfish knows that these two bozos haven't even moved yet. But you don't need to move when there's magic. Magic. So now, as it comes to a conclusion, there's only a glimmer of hope left. And all of that is thwarted when he jumps over the bishop. And all hope is lost for Stockfish. It's like in those movies where the people, the superheroes just keep fighting and all the good guys fight and then they're just like surrounded and then like the very end they find something wrong and it just all goes and the superheroes win with plot armor. Way to ruin a movie with plot armor. And now we have, what's it called? Levy said it perfectly. The king comes out on the open to die on his own sword. As we have King E3, King D7. This is a crazy ending. King D4. Take your own pawn, because you can do what you want when you have magic. And slides back. And this is the final moment, guys, where Stockfish wins. We answer to only one chess entity. One chess entity, and that is Stockfish. You only answer to Stockfish, guys. There's nobody that can beat Stockfish. Bye.